When you sew, something curious begins to happen. The world doesn't disappear. The dishes are still waiting in the sink. The bills still need to be paid. The dogs still need to be walked. Tomorrow is still coming. But I'm learning that for a few moments, none of it has to matter quite so much. The needle moves, the thread follows. A running stitch, so simple, so quiet, then another. And then a whipped running stitch. Somewhere between the breaths, a quiet space begins to appear. It doesn't feel like excitement. It doesn't seem to feel like happiness. I wouldn't even call it joy. It's simply peace. An ordinary kind of peace. The kind that expects nothing from you. For a little while, I don't have to become a better version of myself. And if I give myself permission to be me, I noticed that in a few days, or maybe few weeks, it becomes easier to breathe, easier to accept myself. The fabric doesn't worry about my mistakes. The thread doesn't ask where you've been. The needle doesn't ask where you're going. It asks only for that moment and this one stitch. A stitch that is uneven today, but through patience, through repetition, in a slow process, it becomes beautiful. Perhaps it isn't time that changes us, but the process itself. Sometimes people spend years searching for peace in distant places, complicated ideas, or great achievements. Yet that longed for peace, perhaps even a sense of safety, arrives quietly while you are sitting in the chair with a piece of fabric resting on your lap. Your hands continue to move, your mind becomes gentler, and heart grows lighter. Longing slowly loosens its grip. Old frustrations step into the background. Even sadness becomes less demanding. It doesn't disappear, it softens. It becomes a companion instead of taking the whole room. Because you finally noticed it. It no longer has to shout to be heard. Perhaps that's what makes sewing so special. It's not only about creating, although it is that too. It's also about remembering. Remembering the part of yourself that existed before the hurry, before the worrying, before the endless pursuit of something more. That quiet, patient part that already knows this moment is enough. And so the needle moves once more, the thread follows, and somewhere between the stitches, you find yourself again.